So the numbers of black farmers in this country has fallen dramatically in the past century, but two black-owned businesses in Philadelphia are teaming up to change the way we look at food and history from the farm to the table. Here's NBC News correspondent Maya Eaglin.
Walking through these 5 acres of this lush, green and leafy farm, Krista Barfield tests this season's crops for freshness and taste.
I can eat arugula all day. And just checking on, that's how you check on your plants too, like make sure they taste good. If they taste good, they're doing good.
Krista is the founder of FarmerJawn Philly, a black-owned, community-supported agriculture farm. Through what she calls her Earthborn brand, her team harvests and ships food orders throughout Philadelphian communities.
To understand from a health perspective that I want to grow food regeneratively and organically, and that can help heal people and heal the planet at the same time. I'm like, how do we train people to farm in this way? This is a tatsoi, which is related to bok choy. So it's sort of like a spinach bok choy hybrid.
These plants are about to make their way 11 miles to another black-owned business, Honeysuckle Provisions in West Philly. Here, skilled chefs and artists Omar Tate, a Philly native, and Sybil St. Aud Tate, a first-generation Haitian American, prep for lunch. FarmerJawn and Honeysuckle Provisions partnership has been a long time in the making. Omar's route to his own store started with a dining pop-up, leading to a traveling dining series supporting black farmers, all under the umbrella of Honeysuckle Projects. After Omar and Sybil got together, they collaborated and Honeysuckle Provisions was born.
Part of the idea of nourishment isn't just about, filling a hole or filling a void or stopping the bleeding. Sometimes it's about joy, because although the store is black, what we find is that everyone can celebrate the space.
In the market portion of the cafe, you'll find shelves lined with crisp, dewy vegetables. Across from these are custom t-shirts, influential cookbooks by black authors, and even art. Thought-provoking displays, whether on paper or plate.
If we're continuing to tell the story that we tell through our work, through the store, through the items on the menu, through how we interact with our guests, through the ingredients we source, through the farmers that we work with.
Partnerships like these are going against a historical trend. According to the USDA, only about 1.4% of American farmers today are black, a drastic difference from 14% over a century ago. One study estimates that if black farmers received equitable pay and land ownership, the U.S. would have a jump in economic value up to $5 billion.
You don't see black farmers in the city, right? It's really important for that to happen. And then for us, as artists and as chefs, in the hoods, in the place where we grew up, is really the way forward.
Krista first heard of Omar when a family member mentioned the Tate's name when picking up an order from FarmerJawn. She began researching and found Omar on a Netflix docuseries about the origins of African-American cuisine. Knowing they shared a vision, she reached out.
I immediately sent him an IG message and was like, I can't believe you thought of me to be growing food for your family. I'm completely honored, and that from there our relationship bloomed and we're literally like family now.
Turns out that community was a lot closer to home for Omar and Krista.
Krista and I might actually be cousins, and we didn't know that until we met in a town in North Carolina where both our ancestors are from. So we might actually be cousins. So that is beyond community at this point.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.